Welcome to Whiteboard Programming, where we simplify programming with easy to understand whiteboard videos. And today I'll be sharing with you what is API and how exactly does it work. So let's get started. Well, API stands for Application Programming Interface, and by definition it can be defined as a software interface used to access data, server software and other applications. Confused? Let's understand in simple terms. In a nutshell, an API is a software intermediary that allows two applications to talk to each other. And you can think of an API as a translator between two people who don't speak the same language but can communicate using a go-between. For example, when in a restaurant, you don't ideally speak to a chef directly. You give your order to a waiter and the waiter tells the chef what dish to prepare for your table. In this case, you can consider waiter acting as an API. By nature, APIs are very versatile and can be used on web-based systems, operating systems, database systems, and computer hardware. Developers use APIs to make their job more efficient by reusing code from before and only changing the part that is relevant to the process they want to improve. A good API makes it easy to create a program because the building blocks are in place and makes use of defined protocols to enable developers to build, connect and integrate applications quickly and at scale. Now let's understand how they work. Well, API communicate through a set of rules that define how computers, applications or machines can talk to each other. To understand an API, let's take an example of you signing into your Facebook account from your phone. While doing this, you are telling Facebook application that you would like to access your account. Your application then makes a call to an API to retrieve your account and credentials. The API acts as a middleman between you and the Facebook's server to let you use your account on your device. Once your credentials match, Facebook would then access this information from one of its servers and return the data to mobile application. These types of APIs are called web APIs and are the ones which are most commonly used, but they are limited just to web. But there's a lot of variety to APIs. Let's take a look on each one of them one by one. Number 1. REST or RESTful API. It stands for Representational State Transfer and delivers data using a lightweight JSON format. Most public APIs use this because of its fast performance, dependability and ability to scale by reusing modular component without affecting the system as a whole. Number 2. SOAP. It stands for Simple Object Access Protocol. This API has been around since 1990s and uses XML to transfer data. It requires strict rules and advanced security that require more bandwidth on your end as well. This protocol does not have the ability to cache and has strict communication and needs every piece of information about the interaction before any calls are even processed. Number 3. XML RPC. This stands for Extensible Markup Language Remote Procedure Calls. This also requires a specific XML format, and in this a client performs an RPC by sending an HTTP request to a server that implements XML RPC and receives the HTTP response. Number 4. JSON RPC. It is very similar to XML RPC and works in a similar fashion, except that this protocol uses JSON instead of XML format. The client here is typically a software that calls on a single method of a remote system. With that, I hope this video was helpful to you and delivered value. If you love my content, be sure to smash that like button, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, as it keeps me motivated and helps me create more content like this for you.